Well, this is our last lecture in graphical solution of linear programming problems. In this lecture, I will consider three constraints. To give graphical solution, we will consider three constraints in this lecture. I hope this lecture will be most useful for you. This is a problem I'm going to consider for the graphical solution. In this problem we have two types of product called X and Y, product X and product Y, and each of which requires three types of processing, that processing 1, 2 and 3, and their profit per units and available capacities are also given. So profit per unit means we have to maximize the problem. So how many units of each product should the company manufacture per day in order to maximize the profit? They are asking to maximize the profit. How many each product must be manufactured per day? The given details relating to only per day. Okay, so here on the right side I have made a mathematical formulation of this. Since the profit per unit is given, I have considered that, and it's a profit related information, so I will make maximization. Maximize that is equal to 5x plus 7y. So product X and Y given in the mathematical formulation I have taken as X and Y only, and product X gives for 5 rupees per unit, so 5x. Product Y gives 7 rupees per unit, so 7y. And subject to constraint, I will consider process 1 as first constraint, process 2 as second constraint, process 3 as third constraint. Okay, so 12x plus 12y lesser than or equal to 840. So 12x here in the process 1, 12x here in the process 2, process 1, 12y, and available capacity, maximum capacity per day is 840. So that is why I have taken lesser than or equal to, not greater than or equal to. Only this much is available per day in the process 1. So coming to process 2, that product X has 3 hours or unit, product Y has 6 hours or unit. So 3x plus 6y lesser than or equal to 300, because available capacity is 300. In the process 3, 8x plus 4y, 8x plus 4y lesser than or equal to 480, and non-negative since there are two decision variable in this case. So x and y, x greater than or equal to 0 and y greater than or equal to 0. This is a mathematical formulation. Unless we make a mathematical formulation, we cannot move further. So next step is to remove the inequalities in each constraint. To remove inequality, I have considered a constraint. In this given example, we have three constraints. Just I have removed inequality only, that's lesser than or equal to. I have removed and kept all the constraint and non-negative as equality, because we will apply graph for only equation. The equation must be in equality. Okay, then only we can apply equation. So for now, and at the right side I will I have shown you 2 points for each constraint. So first constraint I have considered first constraint. First constraint is 12x plus 12y equals to 840. So since our x and y has same value, so when x is equal to 0, y would be 840 divided by 12. It would be 840 divided by 12, so which means 70. So when x is 0, y would be 70, and when y is 0, x is equal to 840 by 12, it is also 70. So since x and y value is same, the both value will be remain same. And I will consider second constraint for the calculation, that is 3x plus 6y equals to 300. Here also when x is equal to 0, y would be y equals to 300 divided by 6. 6. When x is equal to 0, y would be 50. And when y is equal to 0, what is x? So then x equals to 300 by 3. So x is 300. When y is equal to 0, x is 100. Now I will consider third constraint, that's 8x plus 4y equals to 480. So here when x is equal to 0, y would be 480 by 4. 480 by 4, it will be 120. 120. When x is equal to 0, y would be 120, and when y is equal to 0, x, what is x? Since x has double value than y, so it would be 60. Okay, that 480 by 8 it will be 60. So by this way we removed inequality in this side, and we found some 2 points for each constraint and this side. Now directly we can plot the graphs, these 2 points in the graph. To plot the graph, I will plot the graph for first constraint here. So I have taken the first constraint y and x value in here. So x is equal to 0. When x is equal to 0, y is 70. When x is equal to 0, y is 70. Look at here, this is 50, 60, 70. When x is equal to 0, y is 70. And when y is equal to 0, x is 70. Again 50, 60, so somewhere here 70. Okay, I want to make join these two graphs. So I have joined x 70 and y 70. This is a first constraint. This constraint equation in the form inequality is lesser than or equal to. Okay, now let us draw second constraint, second graph then. So second constraint value is when x is equal to 0, y is 50. When y is equal to 0, x is 100. This is the first constraint diagram which I already draw when I considered the first constraint. Now I have to draw second constraint. So it means when y is equal to 50, x must be 0. So here this is a y and x, this is a x is 0. And when y is equal to 0, x is 100. So this is when y is equal to 0, x is 100. So I want to make join these two graphs together then. So 50 to 100 I have joined. I am drawing manually. You can draw through graphs, it will give you accurate information. So then I have to consider third constraint then. Third constraint I will draw axis. So here the third constraint value when x is equal to 0, y is 120. So when x is equal to 0, y is 120, 100, 110, 120, this is this point. And y is equal to 0, x is 60. So this point 50 and 60. I will consider somewhere here. Now I have to make join these two together. So by this way I have drawn the axis for third constraint also. Now we have to find the feasible reason. So this is a first constraint, that 70 to 70 first constraint, and this one is a second constraint. 50 to 60 is a second constraint, and 120 to 60 is third constraint. Now we have to find the reason based on their inequalities. Okay, first constraint inequality is lesser than or equal to type. So this is a first constraint. We can shade the whole area below than this according to inequality, but we should also consider second and third constraint also. And second constraint inequality is also lesser than or equal to type. We can shade whole area which are coming below the second constraint, but we should also think about other constraint too. And third constraint is also lesser than or equal to type. So here also we have to consider the other two constraints. But what I am going to do is all the three constraints inequality is only lesser than or equal to type. So if you shade this area, then this area means the shade the area which is coming below then all the three constraint. In the sense if you draw this side, so it will deviate other constraint inequality, which means if you draw this area, so which this constraint will be deviated because this constraint inequality is lesser than or equal to type. So very carefully consider this. No constraint should not be deviated. So this is the right feasible reason for the consideration of all these three constraints. Now look at this. If you can take first constraint, you can take this constraint, first, second, third constraint. All the constraints inequality condition is fulfilled by this way, which means this is the feasible reason. This is okay. So after finding the feasible reason, we have to find the corner points. So in this x and y is 0 0, since it is a origin point. So since no value will give by in this corner, but simply will calculate because this is origin point. Since in the origin point x and y will be same, and in this in this corner b corner x, this corner this axis is x is 60. Look at this point. This is the corner point. In this case x is 60, y is 0, and we have another intersection here. This is another intersection. In this intersection x is 50, y is 20, and we have also this intersection where two axes are touching together. Okay, so x is 40, y is 30, and we have one more intersection called here, x is 0, y is 50. So we have 5 points, 5 corner points. So over those 5 corner points we will calculate graphical solution. So here I have applied corner points to objective function. Objective function of this problem is z maximization 5x plus 7y. So for first we have 5 corners as I said you. A corner is origin type. Say in the origin x and y are same. B, C, D, E. Okay, in the A, x also value has 0, y also 0. So since x and y is 0, it will be 0. In the B corner, x is 50 60, y is 0. 5 into 60, 300. 7 into 0, 0 only. So in the B corner the result is 300. In the C corner, x is 50, y is 20. 5 into 20, 50, 250 into 140, which means 390. Okay, in the C corner. In the D corner, 5 into 400, 200. 7 into 30, 210. So 200, 210, 410. In the E corner, x value is 0, y value is 50. So 7 into 50, 350. So these are calculated corner points after obtaining a feasible reason. So since the problem is maximization type, I will go for D corner. In the D corner, you will get optimum result for the given solution. So in this way we will calculate a graphical solution for the 3 constraint. So I think I have covered all aspects in the graphical solution. I have addressed all the issues in this problem. Thank you so much for watching. Please to subscribe to my Vision Academy YouTube channel. Thank you.